Okay.
Shoot us with the water squirt.
Welcome back. I was asking a few of my friends what they like to do at parties, and I said I like to eat. What do you like to do?
I like to get fat.
I
like to drink soda.
You like to eat? I love how you raise your hand.
I like to hang out with friends to get fat.
Okay, she likes to watch movies and
hang out with friends.
yeah, and you know what? Parties are loud, but so everybody can hear. Let's not talk so much right now, okay? What do you like to do at parties?
I like to drink water and I like to play video games.
You're an easy guest. Drink water and play video games.
Say, yeah, and burn a Bible.
Okay.
What
You know
about
what?
me?
You know what? Soda is a good time to drink. Party is a good time to drink soda. So let's get started with our lesson. Okay?
I like
Because it's
playing
kind of,
Fortnite
I know,
class.
save your ideas.
Oh,
Maybe you can talk about it later with your leaders. Well,
I love doing the L.
yesterday we talked about creation and how Jesus was with God in the beginning, creating
I like the bowling
things
ball.
from nothing. We're going to worry about that later. I'll even let you do it if you're quiet, okay? Okay, so he created something from nothing. And because he created it, he's in charge of it. And because he created it, he cares about it. And he created you, so he cares about you. All of you in here, the leaders, everybody. He cares about you. Okay, so later, when the time was right, Jesus was born and entered time. He entered as a baby. And he grew up. You want to crisscross because your legs are going to lock up on you. And he became a man, and he started to do his Father's will. He did his Father's will all from the get-go. Because we have a problem. That's why God sent him. Remember we talked about God being holy? So I have this beautiful bottle of water, and when water is pure, it's almost like a jewel. It's shiny, and it's beautiful, and it's refreshing. But then we have a problem, because even though God created us to be with him, we turn from him and we sin. And Adam and Eve were in the garden and they sinned, they disobeyed. The opposite of obedience is sin. So when you don't do God's will, that's sin. And because of Adam's sin, we all are born sinners. Okay, so that's kind of the bad news, but there's good news. The very first promise that God made after Adam and Eve sinned was that he would send a rescuer. And that rescuer would be Jesus. So in our story today, Jesus is a man, and he's going to start his ministry in Cana at a party. So I like when my friends come over for a party, usually the first thing I do is offer them something to drink. Would you like something to drink?
Yes,
Yes, of course you would. So I would get out my best cups, and I would get my best refreshment, and I would give everybody, how many are in here? Let's see, 2, 4. Oh my goodness.
I don't want it.
I think you're all going to get 3 drops of this Kool-Aid. So it's kind of embarrassing to run out of something that your guests need. So what I think I'm going to do is let you go to snack and get a drink. And so right now we're going to read a story about what happened at the wedding that Jesus went to. So let's begin by opening up the Bible to John, chapter 2. Now, Jesus was about to do something that would prove that he was God. Because only God could do this. Are you ready? Are you going to listen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find my glasses.
No, you don't need
Grannies,
glasses.
grannies need glasses. Okay, here we go. Tell me your name. Tell me your name, honey. Can you sit down?
My name is
And let's listen.
Crisscross applesauce.
All right, let's see. On the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. Back then, a wedding would last a long time. It would last a week sometimes. And everybody in the village would be invited because everybody knew each other. And so Jesus was there with his friends. And his mother came up to him and said, "They have no more wine. It's kind of embarrassing for the groom because his job was to provide for his party, and they were out of wine. They have no more of it. Dear woman, why do you involve me, Jesus said. My time has not yet come. And his mother said to the servant, do whatever he tells you. Moms are kind of bossy, aren't they?
Yeah.
So she said, do whatever I tell you.
No.
And so he said, nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind the Jews used for ceremonial washing. And they each held 30 gallons of water. This bucket only holds 5 gallons. So I would need 6 of these to make 1 jar. So that's a lot of water.
Wait,
A lot of wine.
Is this the story where Jesus turned water to wine?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. Jesus said to his servants, fill the jars with water. So they filled them to the brim. And then he told them, now draw some out and go take it to the head waiter. And they did so. And the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. And he did not realize where it came from. And so he went and found the bridegroom. And he said, why are you serving the good stuff after the bad stuff? Usually they would serve the good wine and then bring out the cheap stuff for later. Okay, where am I? Oh, and he said, you serve the cheap stuff after they've had too much to drink, but you saved the best until now. Now this is the important part. This, the first of his miraculous signs, Jesus performed at Cana in Galilee, and thus revealed his glory. Jesus proved that he was God because he did something only God can do. Now think about how you make wine. You have to plant a seed in the dirt, you have to water it, get sun on it, make it grow, make the vine. The fruit starts to grow. And then you pick the fruit, and then you mash the fruit, and then you ferment the fruit. It takes a long time to make wine. And God said, fill up those jars and dip some out. Boom, there's wine. So God performed his first miracle by making water into wine. So he started with water. The day before he spoke the word. Today he started with water and he made wine. And it was good stuff. It was very good. Now, you see these little jars? I told you about water being pure. Well, God is holy, and our sin separates us from God. God will not have sin in heaven because heaven is perfect. And so he sent Jesus to rescue us and kind of clean up this water, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And so there's one more verse I want to share with you in case you don't come back tomorrow. There's a verse in the Bible that says, yet to all who received him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. So God, remember we talked yesterday about God wanting us to be in his family? And that's how he did it. He sent Jesus so we could have access to God. Now, I don't know if I said this, I can't remember. Did I say that his disciples put their faith in him? After he did that miracle, his disciples believed. And really, if God only did that one miracle, there are 7 miracles in the book of John. And if he only did that one, I would believe. Because that's impossible. Only God can do that. What's your question?
So in one of the stories, there's a snake that talks him into eating an apple. Well, Adam doesn't want to eat it, but Eve makes
I know that.
But they both did, right?
Yeah, but
It wasn't an apple.
Right. And Adam brought that curse of sin. And because we come through Adam, he was our original person, we are born in sin.
And people say the sin controlled that snake.
The sin, the serpent was the devil. He was the devil. He was masquerading as a snake. Do you have a question?
But if you kill the snake, it's going to be
Yeah. Since Adam is man, since Adam is man, and if he had not sinned with man before,
That's one question I'm going to ask God, but I think somebody would have sinned. I think we were born to be with God, but because of our nature, We want to be like God, so we think we know what's better. Do you ever disobey your parents?
Yes.
Do you think your parents know better than you?
No.
Yes, they do. They've had a lot of experience and they know what's best for you. They're not going to feed you candy for breakfast.
Had a sleepover with my aunt, and she lets them stay up like till 10, and then she sends them to eat cookies like.
Yeah, let's just live on cookies. Sometimes I say to my friends, oh, I wish I could live on ice cream and candy. Life would be so easy, but I know it's not good for me, and so I don't.
Yes, it is. Ice cream is healthy.
No, it's not.
Some ice cream. Also, even though it's made. My mom had ice cream. All the ice cream to me is not healthy.
One at a time.
You mean non-fat?
All right. Okay, let's start this. We have a few minutes left. Okay, I'm going to let Eliza ask one more question, and then we're going to listen to Eliza. Go ahead, Eliza.
I don't think anyone would like candy.
What?
I said I don't think anyone would like candy.
Oh,
for breakfast.
I've been known to eat ice cream for breakfast.
My sister
Me too.
I would love candy like
I do. I give in to that. I love ice cream, and I'll eat it for breakfast, but I don't do that every day. Okay. Okay, let's review our verse, and then time is probably going to be over. Okay, so do you know the motions pretty good? Do you know the motions pretty good? Because I don't. Okay, could you? Okay, everybody watch James, and he's going to do the motions.
Yeah.
So our verse is from John 4:14.
I know the motion.
But whoever drinks of the water that I give him will never be thirsty again. The water that I will give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. That's my favorite one. Looks like a luau.